In this lesson, we're going to continue to work with layers in LibreCAD, and we're going to create some annotations. So we can create dimensions, we can measure our work here and all the different parts of our drawing, which is in this case an interior design project, but it could be like architecture or industrial design. Any size could be measured and draw. So we're gonna do this example just to show you how you can basically draw anything that you want, use layers, and also measure and create some dimensions. Now, the first thing I want to show you here is how to create some fixtures. And you can see here, I've already created a layer, which is called Windows. And we already talked about creating layers and editing layers and so on. So I'm just gonna continue from here, continue from the latest drawings. So how to create fixtures? Well, there are many techniques and you can decide how you want to do it, but I'm just going to show you here a quick tip on how you can create fixtures. So let's say that I want to create it here. Well, in this case it's easier because I can just take this one here and copy and paste it right here, and then just stretch this one here. So but I'm going to show you how you can do it from scratch, from zero. So you can use a line here and choose which one you want. Probably you can start with a vertical line and you can set up the length. So, and let's use here the end point. So probably it's gonna start here, but you know, this is like going up. So let's do Control Z and right click and repeat. So this is good for this position right here. So let's say then a fixture could be like 4, 5, 3 centimeters depending on the fixture. So let's make it 5. So I can click there and I have the first segment, and then click again and I have the second one. And now I need just to connect those two. Now, when you do fixtures, you don't need to create polylines like the walls, for example, because when you go in 3D, you're gonna extrude the wall, you're gonna extrude the interior walls, you're gonna extrude like tables or chairs, but usually you don't extrude fixtures. You can just like import 3D fixture from other website. So I want to do the same thing here, vertical, and this time this is going to be -5 because it's going the opposite way. And just create again these two and then connect them together. Again, this is just advices. You can do whatever you want. Now, when I do this, then I create a line simply by doing the 2 points here, and you can choose if you want to do it like externally or in the middle or in more towards the interiors. It's up to you. Now in this case I'm gonna use here just the snap to the center to create a 2-point line there in the middle. Sorry, this one here, the middle. There you go. And I can connect this one here, or if I want to do something perpendicular, I can use these other two here, and perhaps use the entity snap. So you can see how you can work with different snaps. And then if you want to create the glass part here, you can use the offset. So let's use here the offset. Could be like 1 centimeter offset. So I'm just gonna select the line that I want to offset, press enter, and this is gonna be distance 1. And again, select, right click, offset, and go the other way. Let's deactivate this, specify direction, and should be the other side. So let me just offset again and go like that. So this is how I usually create fixtures and glass, but you can do whatever you want. Now in the previous video, we also saw how you can create a door using an arc just to create like the opening also of a door. That's another option. Now, if I want to bring this to other parts of my drawing, I can just select this part and I'm gonna copy it. So just move and copy. So I'm gonna get it from the endpoint here and bring it here, which is not actually the same. So I need to adjust it a little bit. So, well, let me just place it right here. and not delete the original, but keep the original. You can see that I can use the current attributes, I can use the current layer if I want to maintain the same layer. And then again, I will move it again by clicking, well, select everything here and move and snap it right there. So yeah, almost there. I think it's better if I move it just a little bit down like this. In this case, I want to delete the original, just want to move this. All right, now I can take this one here and extend it right there. So you can try with lengthen. So you can select the entity to trim or extend, and let's click on this here and then click on there. Well, if it's not working, just click there and push it up using entity here, and let's constrain. There you go, in vertical. So there is not like an exact way you can do this. You can do it any way you like. Now I'm just going to show you the tools, and then you can decide which one is better for you and essentially which one is faster. Now another one that you can use is stretch. To stretch, you can specify here something to stretch, which could be this point again, and reference point can be that, and again this can be your entity snap there. So you can stretch it, you can see in many ways. Well, actually stretch is like using the grip, the blue grip, and extending. Now make sure you're pretty close there. And well, but this is not what I intended. I need to first move this. So I'm just gonna move it again with the move tool using, I want to use that point as a reference. So you can see how many times you need to go in the snaps and fix all of that stuff. And so again, I'm gonna stretch this just by clicking on the blue dot using this one here, the entity snap, and then bring it down there. Okay, this is not good, but you can fix this also with trim. So if you use trim, you can say the limiting entity, which will be this one here, and which is not letting me use that, perhaps because it's a polyline. So let's try to explode, and in the end I'm going to use the polylines. So right click and trim again. So this is going to be the limits identity, there you go, and then the entity to trim. So this, oops, the other way. So trim and click here, there you go. So once you experiment a little bit, you can find all these how all these tools works. So here I can just click. You can see how quickly it is to extend this, and there you go. Just it's like stretching. Another one is to stretch. Another option is to stretch this. So reference point, and then the second one is going to be there. Okay, then I will probably take the same piece here and just copy again, move and copy, use the correct snap, which is going to be the endpoint again, and deactivate the others, and move it right here. Delete, no, keep original, and fix this. So trim where you need to trim. You can also trim more than one with the trim 2, but in this case we only have one. And click on the side that you want to keep. And here also it's a little bit different. So let's see if we can reuse something. So in some projects you have like more modularity, so you can use the same and just fix it. In some cases you need to like destroy and remake. In some case you can just use the